Day. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Saturday. I am sitting here working on our healing course, right? To get it released to you guys because we're going to start the healing course this month. And I actually have already put a link up. I'm putting a link up inside of this video, and it will be in my link tree as well on YouTube and Instagram. A link for you to sign up to get the information for healing course. As soon as we have it ready, you'll be the first one to get an email with a registration and enrollment link. So there's going to be a link for healing classes called the Work Masterclass. And I'm working on that right now. So there will be a link in this video where you're going to be able to actually sign up to get more information as soon as we release enrollment. So registration is not open for healing class yet, but I'm working on it. Okay. So you can click the link, and that way we'll know to send you an email as soon as the class is ready. Okay. So I'm sitting over here working, but I was just thinking about my early experiences as a coach. For those of you who are really thinking about, or maybe you're already a life coach, or maybe you're already, kind of like dipping your toes into coaching, but you're not where you want to be. You're not making money, right? Yeah, I can't wait for the healing class too, guys. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Healing class is going to be awesome. Carrie and I have been working on the details and putting all the modules together. So registration is going to open here in a few days. So you click the link as soon as I post this video, click the link. So you'll be the first to get the links to snag your spot, because we are limiting space for healing class. We can't take hundreds of people in healing class, guys, because it is definitely, more of a one-on-one experience to walk you through all of these healing steps. You're going to be in a group class, but we just can't make it too huge, right? Because you won't be able to get as much out of the class. So we have to limit the space in the class. So just make sure you hit the link for healing class to be the first to know. It's just the lead page, so you can give us your information, so that way we can send you the class details. Okay. So I was just thinking about this. I'm just sitting here working on this class. Miss Angela Dawn, I need that bad right now in my life. I am broken, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Yeah, we all need this work, guys. We all need the work. This is the work Carrie and I have done. What we're putting in this healing masterclass, we're calling it the work, right? Since we always refer to the work, we're calling it the work. Hi, Iniques. Thank you. It's May 1st and I'm still going. I know. Aren't you proud of me, sweetie? All things cadence, right? Yeah, this is the work Carrie and I have done. This is the work we've taught for years in classes, behind the scenes, in our coaching courses, our VIP clients. We're bringing this public. This has typically only been behind the scenes, working with us one-on-one, that you would get this type of healing work. So we are doing it in a group class, so that is, we're able to bring it to you, in a more affordable package. To where you're not paying VIP coaching prices to do this healing work. So back to what I was saying. So I came on to talk about this. I know we're talking about the healing course because it is coming and it's really exciting. But I was thinking about my early days in coaching, guys. When you first start coaching, you think like, okay, I need to go and get some training. I need to, invest in some professional training. And one of the things I was just thinking about, and I'm about to send out an email, is that, all coaching training is not created equal. All certifications are not created equal. I took a coaching certification. This is probably like, if it's 2021, it was like 2010. I took a coaching certification. And guys, do you know I never used not one thing inside of that coaching certification? It was like a weekend coaching certification. They taught some coaching techniques, like a coaching model, right? How to coach people. It was like this basic coaching model that they taught. They did not teach how to run a business. They didn't teach how to market your business. They didn't teach how to get clients. It literally didn't teach anything. And and it wasn't cheap. Like back in 2010, it was like maybe $800, $900 back then. This is when coaching wasn't even like huge the way it is now. And I literally, oh my God, my sons are calling my phone back to back to back. I'm on a video, boys. Leave mommy alone. So I literally just remember taking this course. And as soon as I got in the class, guys, I was in this coaching certification over one weekend. As soon as I got in the class, I just remember being like, I already knew from day one, just from coming from, extensive corporate background, professional background. Guys, I used to be the VP of sales for a major corporation. Like, I have executive leadership corporate training. And I literally was in the first day of this coaching certification like, this is on that BS. I already know this is not anything that I'm going to need, that's going to work for me long term. They weren't giving any real solutions, real secrets to setting you up for success as a coach. And so literally it's like, you guys know, I literally never used not one drop of information that was given in that coaching certification that weekend. I literally never used any of it, not any of it. And it's like, I think back and it's like, I think, and people have emailed me over the years. You probably noticed that you had everything in you already. No, all things Cadence. You bring up a good point, Cadence. Here's what sets coaching certifications apart. Anybody can try to teach you coaching techniques and coaching methods. That's not the problem, because people who are really, really great coaches are already like innately, organically good at helping people and coaching people. Like, it's part of your gifts. It's part of your natural skill set. You're already, before you become a life coach or any type of coach, you're already coaching people in your everyday life, because it's like literally like part of who you are. Okay. The difference is that a coaching training should be teaching you how to run a professional coaching business. That's the difference, Cadence, right? And that's what I realized was missing in the majority of coaching certification trainings that are out here on the market. They can teach you all the coaching techniques in the world, but none of that matters if you don't know how to get yourself out there, get clients, market yourself, brand yourself, how to create courses. All of this has to be included inside of a coaching training, or you're not going to be successful as a coach. You're going to pay for a training, but then still be hobby coaching because you're not even charging money for what you're doing. And I just thought back today on this, like that very first training I took, and how it's like literally, and even today, fast forward 11 years, 2021, I've looked at a lot of coaching certifications, guys, and they are not all created equal. There is very few coaching certifications on the market right now that actually teach you the marketing, branding, sales, entrepreneurship, all of the knowledge that in execution and strategy and steps, action steps you have to take in order to truly make money as a coach, in order to truly run a business, right? Because one of the things that I think the people who are putting on these trainings and certifications, they happen to write a book that became a bestseller, which is how they became so popular as a coach, or how they were able to reach masses, right, in order to get clients. But do you know how slim to none a chance is you're writing a best-selling book just to get coaching clients? You have to be able to understand and know how to start a coaching business, scale up in your coaching business, using social media marketing to get clients, right? And that's not depending on you becoming a best-selling author to do that, right? You have to be able to sell your coaching and make money with your coaching from day one. And so it's really not about just your innate skills, because mostly everyone I've trained, we have now trained almost 200 coaches worldwide through our coaching certification, almost 200 from all over the globe, right? We have coaches all over the world. And literally what sets us apart in our training is because it's like business school. Yes, there's modules and training committed to teaching you coaching methods and exercises, and even giving you my proprietary coaching methods and what I've done with clients for years that get the results. So then you're licensed to use those in your own courses and in your own coaching business. But what really, 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 really sets us apart is the business school portion of what's in our training. Because guys, most of the people teaching the coaching certification stuff are not business people. They're coaches. I hope that makes sense, right? There is a big difference between just being a life coach and being a life coach who's running a successful business and making money, right? Guys, inside of our coaching businesses, we're making anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 a week. $30,000 to $50,000 a week. And that's from e-courses, live trainings, courses that are selling passively, in our sleep, making money in our sleep, right? That comes from training coaches. It comes from all different types of courses, dating courses, you name it, right? Did I get there overnight? No, but I can teach you how to scale up a lot faster than I did, just because I didn't have any type of training or mentoring inside of the coaching industry. This is a $1 trillion industry. The coaching industry and self-help industry is a $1 trillion industry, guys. Hey, Rebecca, can I take the coaching course without any background experience? And if it is offered to people in the Caribbean? Yeah, it's offered globally. It's worldwide. It's all virtual, so you can take it from anywhere in the world. And do you need any background experience? No, I would say if you consider yourself to already be someone who is a hobby coach, you're naturally always giving people advice, wisdom, direction. If that is who you are, then that's what you need in order to become a professional coach. Then I'm teaching you all of the business skills, business tools, marketing, branding, sales, entrepreneurship. I'm teaching you all of that. So yeah, it's more about having the basics, but then being coachable, right? You have to be coachable. You have to be willing to learn, because entrepreneurship, guys, and here's what I've also observed over the years. You can be really great at being an amazing coach, but if nobody knows about you, how can you help people? If you don't know how to reach people, you don't know how to put yourself out there, you don't know how to market yourself, then how are you going to make money and how are you going to help people? And so you have these innate gifts and you want to make a difference, but you also want to monetize your gifts in the marketplace because you want to get paid to do what you love, right? I mean, I think this is the goal for anyone in the world. Even if coaching is not your thing, I think your ultimate goal in life should be getting paid to do what you love. So even if for you that's a job, a 9-to-5, it's about finding that 9-to-5 profession that's still aligned with your gifts, purpose, passions, so that going to work every day is not like a chore. You're actually swimming in your lane. You just found the right job and profession for you that fits, right? And it's the same thing if you're wanting to be an entrepreneur. If you want to run a business, right? So you're creating your own income and your own paychecks, you should be doing what you love. You should be doing what comes natural to you, what absolutely just flows out of you like breathing, right? That's why coaching just is that avenue for me. It's that industry for me where all I've got to do is show up and be Rebecca. I'm using my life experiences, my wisdom, my gifts, my skills to make a difference in people's lives, and I get paid for that, right? Which means, so here's another thing about entrepreneurship. Like, when you are doing what you love, you don't mind doing it, right? She says, I'm 35, am I too late already? No, sweetheart, you just coming into your own. You just now getting, great life experiences to be able to create courses, create workbooks, having lots of life experiences and stuff you've navigated, right? That you can share, teach, and teach on and coach on, right? And so literally, like, what I've noticed about most coaches is that you guys have an innate ability, right? Innate ability to help people. It's the business stuff. It's the business stuff. It's literally having a business mentor to teach you. And can I tell you a big part of it? I mean, literally, we're almost 200 coaches in, guys, right? And I would say this is the biggest part, because we are the #1 training for spirit-led coaches. So we are a spirit-led, spirit-based business. What I've noticed about, because of the type of training and who we attract, because it is empaths. It is healers. It's people who really have a heart to really want to make a difference and help people. But there's a downside to that. And the downside to that is that people who are healers and empaths and have a heart for people and good hearts to make a difference tend to be very, very, it's difficult for you to sell yourself. It's difficult for you to promote yourself. It's difficult for you to put yourself out there for several reasons. One, life has beaten you up. Back to the good-hearted videos, right? I've done about good people. What is a good man? What is a good woman? Life has beat you up because you have a big heart, a good heart, because you're sensitive, because of your innate gifts, because of who you are, right? You literally, tend to come in, and I've got to work on your confidence. I have to teach you how to believe in yourself and then how to go forward and promote yourself in your business with confidence, right? With confidence. Somebody said, will I get lost in the shuffle? How large is your organization? So our classes tend to be around 15 to 25 people. They're getting smaller just because we have structured it that way. We don't do any more than 25 people in a certification session. They sell out every semester because it is small and because there's so much included inside of this training. But literally, my job as your mentor is really getting you firing on all cylinders. I first have to focus on you personally. We have to literally build you up, focus on all your issues and pain and the root of that's causing the lack of confidence, right? We have to go deal with that. So the first 4 weeks of training, we do nothing but personal development and healing. Personal development and healing. That is the first 4 weeks of certification. We do nothing but focus on you for the first 4 weeks, because the biggest hurdle you face in coaching, in your coaching business, is you, right? All of your insecurities, your hangups, mindsets, faulty core beliefs, limited thinking that's like, oh, I don't know, am I being too braggy? Am I pushing too hard? I don't want to be too salesy. But the only way you can make a difference in people's lives is to put yourself out there and let them know who you are and what you're offering. And to do that, you're going to have to believe in yourself. You're going to have to believe in all of your innate abilities, everything that God's created you to be. You're going to have to be able to believe in yourself the way God believes in you. And to be honest, that's been a real disconnect in our society for people of faith. People of faith put so much investment in believing in God, but never recognizing they've got to believe in themselves the way God believes in you, right? What is a faulty core belief? A faulty core belief could be money's bad, that money is the root of all evil. Not the love of money, but just money. You may have, you may not even realize it. I don't know how to say your name. Sweetie. You might not realize it, but you may have some core beliefs that were implanted from the time you were a little girl, where, let's just say, somebody in your family said people with money are evil. So you don't realize it, but you've got a sabotaging core belief that makes you struggle with success, struggle with prosperity. There's like a wrestling, that there's a conflict inside of you. Although you want to prosper, Issa, thank you, Issa. You want to prosper, you want your bank account to grow, you want to make a difference in people's lives, you want financial increase and gain for you, your children, your family, you want to buy your mama a house. There's things you want financially, but deep down inside, there's this little thing that got implemented or implanted, a seed that was planted when you were 8 years old because you were overhearing your aunties talking in the kitchen and talking about how people with money are so evil. And that's just like what I just said, it's that simple, guys. It's like you don't realize it, but there's been things that have made impressions and sown a seed into your psyche, into your soul, deep down inside, that you subconsciously, you have conflicts with things. Subconsciously, right? There's a link in my bio to become an abundant life coach. You want to click that link. But guys, it's like you're literally, we have to focus on you. You, because you are the foundation of your business. And what I've seen in a lot of coaching certifications, guys, there is no focus on this. There's no focus on you for personal and leadership development, right? Then there's no focus on teaching you business, because I say all the time, you could be the best coach in the world, but if nobody knows about you, how are you going to make a difference? How are you going to get yourself out there? How are people going to find you? People have to be able to find you. You have to show up. And you have to show up so boldly and in such a way that they take notice and pay attention and realize, I need her. I need this work. I need help. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, oh yeah, I came, guys, my background, my family, my daddy had this thing about, people with money and would just practically act like they were from the devil. Anybody with money was just no good. And it's only as I got older and then I got around self-made millionaires in the construction industry, because I used to own a construction company, that I literally was around self-made millionaires. And these are just some of the most down-to-earth, wonderful, incredible, big-hearted people. They just happen to follow through on their dreams and believe in themselves and take their dream and make it a goal, right? Unless a dream has plans and a dream has a strategy, that's all it's ever going to be, is a dream. Goals have plans. Goals have actions. It's not a goal if all you do is think about it and you don't take any action or have a plan of action, right? Click the link in my bio, sweetheart, in my link tree, and submit your information. You'll get an email from us with a link to all the information. How long is the program? 12 weeks. It's 12 weeks long. But yeah, I just wanted to share my experiences with coaching. Is yes, there are payment plans. Yep, there are payment plans. Guys, my coaching journey has just been amazing, and one of the things you're going to see me doing this year is really focusing on my knowledge in the coaching industry, my depth of knowledge. The students who come through our coaching certification are just sitting in there like, Rebecca, I had no idea. I felt it, but I really didn't know the depth of your business knowledge and knowledge when it comes to the coaching and clients and people, and the getting the results with clients, right? Do you do coaching without wanting to be a coach? Do you do coaching without wanting to be a coach? What does that mean, babe? Please explain. Ask it a different way. So I said, I know what I'm doing this summer. Listen, guys, seriously, if you are an innate healer, motivator, if you have the gifts of exhortation, leadership, or if for those of you who may sometimes have to be careful with that, you may have been disqualifying yourself your whole life because your gifts have gotten you into situations that make you feel like you're not a leader. I missed it. This is to be a coach, sweetheart. Couture one is to be a coach. We're just talking about the coaching industry. What I have identified with a lot of healers, empaths, people who are natural coaches, you tend to have life experiences that have been pretty tough. Pretty tough. When you have a big heart, a loving heart, you tend to get yourself in situations that cause more pain, right? That giving heart, that lack of boundaries, the sensitivity, always giving people the benefit of the doubt, taking people at their word, that big heart that God has given you. God gave you that heart, okay? God gave you that heart. It's a double-edged sword. Until you learn boundaries, until you learn confidence, until you learn that it's a gift and it's to be protected, right? Until you learn your worth and your value so you can protect your heart, protect you. Like I've said before in the videos about the users and abusers and the liars, right? So you healers, coaches have tended to go through a lot of life experiences. And the beauty of coaching is that you're able to then use all those experiences you're able to use all those experiences to turn, your messes into messages, to turn the tests into testimonies, right? It is literally all the junk you've survived and come through that becomes your coursework, becomes your content. If you have successfully survived really difficult situations that other people are struggling through right now, if you came through a divorce and you didn't kill yourself, right? If you lost everything and rebuilt your life, if you survived abuse and turned it around to still be here today, if you survived an abusive marriage, if you survived low self-esteem, if you survived the death of a parent, anything you have successfully survived and navigated to be here today, you can teach it. That's all courses are. That's what coaching courses are. That's what e-courses are. Guys, the way we're able to make, like I say, $30,000 to $50,000 a week is courses. Courses. Stuff that you don't even have to ever touch again. We dedicate like 2 modules inside of our 12-week training to courses and e-courses and VIP clients, right? And how to coach VIP clients to where you can create high ticket courses that you can sell for $3,000 to $5,000 for the people who want that level of work. And then you create e-courses at lower price points. You can write workbooks. There's so many different ways for you to make money in the coaching industry. And you don't have to keep trading your time for money. You can begin to make money in your sleep. You can begin to make money in your sleep. So the people who come through our training are literally always giving us that feedback of saying, oh my God, this is so much in 12 weeks. It's so much. You're getting like 15 years of experience and business experience and entrepreneur experience and knowledge and wisdom. So it's literally like we're taking everything we've been through, blood, sweat, and tears because we didn't have mentors, and then learning what works, what doesn't work, and then sharing those strategies and those shortcuts with you. So you can make those choices and decisions right from the beginning instead of trial and error, right? Yeah, still need to work on that. It's so hard to break that cycle. Yep. Tina says, I've lived 5 lives in one. Sweetie, I think you guys can tell from all my stories that I've lived a lot of lives in one, right? Free bands. I'm unemployed and at rock bottom, but I really want to become a coach and take the healing course. I have those gifts you said, and others tell me I should become a coach. Any advice or where to start? Free bands. I have a course we're getting ready to release again called Coaching 101. Coaching 101 is literally like coaching on a budget. It's like it's very inexpensive. It's just the basics of coaching. It's not, of course, it's not in depth like the 12-week training. I can't give you all of that for what I can do in Coaching 101. But it's like a 3-module training about how to get started with coaching when you're on a budget. And so that stay tuned for when we're releasing that, because that's coming out again in May. Your level up game has been fire. You're looking so good. Thank you, Anad. I'm graduating with my bachelor's this May. Will there be enrollment during that time, or should we try to sign up now? I would try to sign up now. We're not sure that we're going to offer fall certification, Jay. So yeah, I would sign up now. It starts May 17th. Wow, do you discuss how to then market yourself? Yes, very extensive marketing strategies, Couture. That is what I'm known for. I am a branding and marketing genius. And I bring that experience from a long-term corporate experience all the way through starting my own companies. Like I tell people all the time that, it's not a coincidence that I've been so successful as a coach. You see all these new people popping up on social media and they're showing you these numbers that they're doing monthly and weekly and all of this stuff, guys. Let me tell you something. There is no get rich quick schemes. Listen, people are out here trying to sell you pipe dreams. They're out here trying to get you to buy their $37, $57, blah, blah, blah. And in the meantime, this stuff does not teach you the real skill set that you really need to know in order to run a really highly successful business. My training is specifically for people who are ready to scale up to their first 6 figures in their first year, and scale up to be a millionaire coach or a digital millionaire coach, but it's scaling, right? I believe in scaling. You learn what works in business and what works for you, and you begin to duplicate those results and scale, right? Scale. You see what works and repeat it. See what works and repeat it. See what works, tweak it. It works, repeat it, right? That's great business acumen. That's how you grow as a business owner and go from being self-employed to being enterprise level of business. There's a big difference between being self-employed and being an enterprise business where you make money even when you're not working. There's a big difference. And I am not teaching people how to hustle anything. I'm not teaching you how to be out here hawking and hustling and trying to mislead anybody because you're so, desperate to make some money. I'm teaching you how to scale and create a business that can be here and be making you money till the end of your life. And even after your life, your courses, your books, everything will still be selling and creating a legacy for your family to where your children and grandchildren are going to college and buying houses off of money and systems you put in place to be selling long after you're gone. That's legacy. That's wealth building. That's not get rich quick hustle. Right? Kelsey says, I struggle to market myself because attention makes me uncomfortable, but success comes by getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Easier to say than to put into practice. I agree, Kelsey. And what I've learned, Kelsey, about what it takes to really put yourself out there is you need help with accountability. You need mentors and coaches. You need a network of coaches around you. Our Abundant Life Coach VIP Inner Circle has like over 150 coaches in there from all over the world. They're sharing their content. They're posting their photo shoots. They're posting their logos and branding. We do challenges in there. The Rise Up Challenge that I just finished in April was actually a coaching challenge, guys, with our coaches from all over the world. We literally had coaches from all over the world inside of our VIP Inner Circle doing that live challenge all over the world, because that was our challenge for April, was to go live every single day. So you need that network, you need the accountability, and you have to have people around you, right? You have to have people around you. Do you know of a quality graphic designer for fashion logos? Nope, I do not make graphic designer referrals. I direct my coaches to certain platforms and resources inside of our coaching training, but I do not publicly refer people to graphic designers because most of them seem to be so sketchy and not dependable. And then you'll be mad at me and coming back to me saying, Rebecca, you referred me to so-and-so and she sucks, right? All things gains. I love writing business plans, but have no idea how to materialize them because I don't have the business skills or financial skills. Any advice? Training. I mean, really, if you're wanting to be a business coach, you can actually, if you're wanting to be a business coach, you said, I love writing business plans, but have no idea how to materialize them because I don't have the business skills or financial skills. So Cadence, are you saying you want to start a business, or you just like writing business plans for other people? Are you wanting to write business plans for other people as a business, or you have your own ideas about starting businesses, but you just don't know how to get started? Tina says, I'm listening to you now and completing my application. Awesome, sweetheart. What if you don't like your story but overcame it thankfully? Live, ate, fancy free. Let me tell you something, baby. I don't like my stories. I mean, we all have, seasons in our life that it's not like you're the most proud of it. It's not like, dang, this was so pretty. No, difficult places in life are just that. They're difficult. It's not pretty. It's the ugly places in life. But you know what I've learned, though, Fancy Free, is that it's the ugly places in life that make you. It's not the mountaintop that makes you. It's the valley. It's the going through that makes you who you are. It's not the mountaintop experiences. It's the bottom that really made you who you are. And when you get comfortable with accepting that part of your greatness is those really low places that you literally, God was teaching you some lessons through those low places. And then you turn around and use those stories and use those lessons to help people who you're reaching back if that makes sense, right? You're reaching back and reaching down and saying, hey, I've been there. Let me help you navigate that. Here's what I did to turn that around. Come on, I'll show you. That's coaching. So you can't be like ashamed of what you went through, because it's what you went through. That's the keys that people are looking for. That's what they want to know. Like, how did you successfully navigate this? And guys, I'm a firm believer, like, if you guys really pay attention to me and what I talk about consistently is abundant life. What am I selling to you? Abundant life. Think about it. I teach 5 principles of abundant life: health, wealth, love, peace, and purpose. And I'm saying to you that success is more than money, right? Success is more than loving relationships. Success is all these different areas: deep fulfillment, purpose, peace of mind, right? Health in your body, physical body. All of these are elements of abundant life. And literally what I'm showing you is what I did to start living my own abundant life. In all those areas, what have I done? What is the work I've done to level up, elevate, heal in order to live abundantly? And I think nowadays with social media, people are so used to stunting for the gram and just trying to make everything look like it is something, that it's, nowadays it's almost like it's really hard to recognize real. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, it's really hard because everyone just wants to create an image of something. And it's like, I'm somebody that I'm showing up saying to you, abundant life is possible. It is real. Carrie and I have created it in our own lives. Am I saying that it's easy? No. And anybody who tries to sell you anything to make it seem like it's going to be easy is lying to you. It's not easy to overcome your own issues, right? It's not easy to heal your own mind. It's not easy to heal your heart. It's not easy to deal with all the psychological conflicts and confusion that you go through as you are trying to change, as you are trying to get your mind right, as you are trying to talk right, think right, act right, as you're trying to do, everything, it's hard. It's a process. It really is. And I think nowadays people don't want to hear that. Everybody just wants everything microwave, instantaneous, spontaneous. I just instantly want to be thin. I instantly want to be rich. Because it's Instagram, right? Everything's Insta. Guys, getting results in life is not instantaneous. It's not. Everything is a process. Everything. And anybody telling you otherwise, here's my thing. If something sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. They selling you a pipe dream. And I see so much of that across social media, guys. So much of it. Oh, instant solutions to your dating, instant solutions to your bank account, instant solution. That's not how it works, because you have a whole system in place of how you think and live your life, the choices you make that create your results. So guess what? Modifying your human behavior, modifying your thoughts, modifying what you do, your habits, that's not easy. Anybody can tell you what to do. The bigger trick is, how do you do it? How do you do it? Kelsey says, as a personal trainer, I have to teach this all day, every day. Kelsey, we've had lots of coaches come through who are personal trainers and health and wellness stuff. And that's the part that's a lot of the time is missing with personal training and with health, is we got to deal with the psychological and spiritual sabotaging that's going on, that's affecting the physical, right? It's the mental, it's how you talk, it's how you think. It's literally, not being determined, not getting the right mindset, not being empowered in your mind when it comes to your body. And that's one of the areas I struggle the most. That health element, out of the 5 elements of abundant life, guys, the one I've consistently always struggled with is my physical well-being. Staying the size I want, the weight I want, keeping all of that in check. Do you guys know that empaths tend to be overweight? Did you guys know that? That healers tend to struggle with their weight, with their bodies? Yep. Because We tend to feel and carry so much emotion. We tend to pick up everything from everybody else. Yep. Emotional eating. Yep, Kelsey. Because we feel things so deeply, we're constantly feeling. And if you develop a connection with eating in order to feel good or feel better through all the ups and downs of emotions that you're constantly feeling, you develop a negative reinforcement, and that emotional eating gives you a complicated relationship with food. Yeah, I've always been an athlete, but thicker. That makes sense. Yep, we carry more. It's more of an emotional burden. We're carrying more of a spiritual burden. And you have to learn healthy ways to process that and establish new habits, new mindsets when it comes to your physical well-being. Do you have any videos about building up your career or like your purpose in life? No, but I can make some. I can definitely make some. Let me come back. Did I miss anybody's question? Yeah. There's no get rich quick. I'm the opposite empath. I lose weight carrying so much. Yup. It's one or the other. Stress either, because one of the things, it typically happens in childhood. It depends on the relationship you form with food, right? When you're young. If you've been an empath your whole life, if you're a healer and you feel things deeply and you have a big heart and you're sensitive, you've been this way your whole life. And it depends on what relationship you form with food when you're young. And people, it's one or the other. You undereat or you overeat. But it definitely, yes, Jay, it definitely manifests in the physical, one way or the other. Carrie, when he's stressed out, he gets skinny. He doesn't eat at all. Me, I'm stressed, emotional eating, I'm going to get plumpy. I'm going to get thick. Right. It definitely manifests. But it just depends on your relationship with food and what you're doing. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to come on because I was just, like I said, thinking about my early on experiences with coaching. And I just thought about that first training I took, guys, and what a waste of money. Waste of money. On Design Melanin, I don't eat that much, but I gained so much weight. That makes sense. Emotional weight, yes. And people who are struggling under, toxic burdens, pain, it can manifest as weight on your body, even no matter what you eat. I've been in certain places in my life, guys, where I've been adhering to diets strictly and the weight won't come off. And as soon as I release a burden, an emotional or psychological or spiritual burden, the weight starts to fall off. Because it's all related. It's all mind, body, spirit, right? It's all connected. Mind, body, spirit. And you cannot deal with one without dealing with the other. Any insight on how to deal with people that are toxic that have to be in your life? My child's father is toxic and I want to create a boundary and block him, but can't. I mean, you have to minimize toxic people. So that means it becomes an interaction where you only interact for your child. For clients I've had and coaching clients I've had who have really toxic situations where you have to deal with someone, you limit them to email. There are no phone calls. There is no texting. You're not going to get personal access to me. The only thing we're going to communicate is our child. And sadly, especially if you're a big-hearted, kind person, you have to put really strong boundaries in place. And like I said, sometimes it's bad enough that it has to be only through email. That's the only way that you get to communicate with me, because if I open any other doors, you're toxic and you're going to be messing with my spirit, my joy, and my peace. What do you do if you're always angry? Tanita, if you're always angry is actually sadness. Angry is actually pain masking itself as anger. Anger is nothing more than sadness and pain being masked as anger. So when you get angry, it's literally pain morphed into a different emotion. And so there's deep-rooted things that you are sad and hurt about that has morphed into anger over time. Because any toxic baggage that does not get processed and released eventually becomes bitterness, becomes anger. or deep sadness and depression. Okay. All right, guys, I love you. I just came on real quick. I wanted to talk about that subject. Look, we always cover so many topics when I come on. I got to think about what to call this, right? When I wasted all that money on a coaching certification. Exercise, meditation, release it from your body. Therapy, Tanita, therapy, counseling, coaching, our healing course. You got to start processing the pain, processing it. It has to get processed. It can't stay on the inside. We have to get it out. Don't forget the link for the healing course. That's right. I'm going to post it here in just 1 second. In this video, in the description, I'm going to post the link for healing course. You guys can just sign up. Okay. Just sign up. And then we'll email you the information as soon as enrollment is open. But it's going to open this month. I think we're going to release it about the 3rd or 4th week of May. So we're going to let everybody sign up and get it sold out before we start class. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Blessings in abundance. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.